All right, I made a video just a couple months ago talking about my ultimate dumbbell stand. I think an adjustable dumbbell stand, because home gym owners use their dumbbells so often, is very important. I think a lot of companies overlook things. Today, Rep took a lot of my ideas and implemented it without paying me into the Rep Adjustable Dumbbell Cart. Yeah! It's very good in a number of ways. It also needs some improvements. I'll talk about those today. But let me review the Rep Adjustable Dumbbell Cart. Hey friends, it's Coop from Garage Gym Reviews. Welcome. First time here, make sure you subscribe. Second or further time here, make sure you smash that like button. But today I'm gonna talk about the Rep Adjustable Dumbbell Cart. By far, your dumbbells outside of your rack and your barbell, dumbbells are what's gonna be used most. And a lot of people, I think, use their dumbbells even more than their barbell because they're not trying to just train for strength, they're trying to train for the gains, build some pecs, those sorts of things. It's why heavier and heavier dumbbells have started to come out, and better adjustable dumbbells are out. I think right now the best adjustable dumbbell that's pretty much on the market is either the Pepin Fast Series or the Rep times Pepin Fast Series. I mean, when you factor in price, it's these. These things are absolutely killer. I think pretty much everybody has agreed at this point. Anybody that's got them just absolutely loves them, and the more we've used them, the more we like them. But up till this point, which I was kind of unsatisfied when they initially released these, is they didn't come out with a dumbbell stand. Everybody was like,
where is it?
Why? Where did you miss this? It would have been awesome. I think it was a little bit of an overstep. They just really wanted to get them out. I get it. But it would have been really nice if you could do like a bundle cart where you get these and maybe get a discount off your cart or something like that. But now we have the cart. They have two options that are coming out. They've got this guy, which is the bigger cart, which I'm going to talk about today, and then a smaller cart. Some have advantages, some have disadvantages. But first, I just want to talk about the cart and what it's designed to do. First off, it's made primarily to be used for two dumbbells. They've got an ecosystem. They want you to buy their dumbbells, so they make it so it fits those dumbbells specifically. Those are the Rep times Pepin Fast Series dumbbells, or the Rep Quick Draw dumbbells. They have built-in cutouts. You can see them on either side so that you can drill the cradles, or so that you can screw the cradles to the top and they don't move. There's no movement of the cradle, so it just makes it a really nice insertion and desertion. Is that a word? What's the opposite of insertion?
Pull out.
You can do that. But in addition to that, they've added some features that on my DIY cart, and when I talked about the ultimate dumbbell stand, which by the way, they may have used some of those features. The reality is they probably had a lot of this baked in anyway, so I don't want to take too much credit. One feature that they took that I'm really glad they added was wheels. So they're using commercial rated wheels. I say commercial rated because these things have to be heavy duty. You think about it, each dumbbell is 120 pounds plus the weight of the stand. It just gets very heavy. So if you're gonna roll this on flooring that's rubber, which means it compresses, you're gonna need a bigger wheel, but also it's gonna be rated for a lot so it can actually swivel while you're using it. And this one does it. Come dance with me. It would not work with my Lego floor tiles, which I've thought about often. I should probably just get some rolled rubber flooring. I like the tiles, but moving stuff on it's very annoying. And one thing I really want is a movable stand. I'm gonna say this though, although this bad boy has wheels, you can tell this is a girthy girl. This thing is big. It's designed to be a cart. I actually have a Power Block commercial cart that's very similar to this. This is superior, and I'll tell you why in a moment. They just take up a lot of space. A lot of people are going to move this every time they use it into the front of their lifting area and then use it. Maybe they will. I mean, it's pretty easy to move around, but you're gonna have other stuff on here too. This is really designed, I think, to generally stay put. You can move it easily if you want because of the wheels, and then you load it up with stuff. And then you just pull your bench up to it. But although it has wheels, it can also be pretty stable thanks to the locking mechanism. All four wheels have lockers, and so it just stays in place, is very stable. Now, Rep added a few features on this that I want to call out that I think are pretty smart. One is they made this, like I think they should, like an ecosystem so that fits their parts. One of those parts that matters are these. These are the adjuster weights. This is the one feature of the Rep-ins that I wish they would actually fix and do something different with, and that is these adjustable weights. I would love them to be integrated into the cradle in some way. That said, having a place in the stand so you can just quickly set them and then grab them is very nice. So they made these cutouts. Now there's 8 total cutouts. Right now, the only adjuster weights that you can get are these 2.5 pounders, but supposedly they're coming out with 1.25s too. They left it so it's upgradable when those come out and you can add those too. I expect many people that have this cart buy those too because it's pretty sad looking at those open holes and thinking, man, I could fill those with some plates. They provided protection all throughout the cart. First off, you have 2 shelves. This top shelf has rubber on top. The bottom shelf has rubber too. It's a thinner piece of rubber, but I think it's great for the application. It just allows something both for grip, but also for protection of the paint. It's not like you're gonna be scratching stuff the whole time. It's laser cut, so it just fits, like when you put it in, it just fits perfect in the shelf. Feels very nice. But they also thought of another area that I think was pretty smart, and that's this right here. I think this could have been easily overlooked, but the way that you use this is you basically come in and then lift up. So it allows you to put one leg in. You can't fit both legs. I mean, I guess you can, but I'm not lifting like that. I don't like my knees touching each other. Is that weird? You come in an athletic stance and come up. One other protection area they added is this basically rubber strip right here. This is smart because the way that you come in is you put your knee in here, and if that was just metal, you're gonna be hitting your knee all the time. You're gonna be hitting that rubber strip, but it allows just a little bit of cushion when you come in. So it gives you something that you can push up against, but also just like doesn't hurt your knee too bad. Now I'm gonna be honest. One of the things about this cart, and you saw this from people when they announced the prototype and they were kind of up in arms about, is the fact that this V is not very deep. In a perfect world, if you're gonna do this design, the V would be deeper. So you could get really in here. Like honestly, in my opinion, I would have preferred if they would have taken this part and moved it back further. So basically this cutout would go further in here. That would allow you to put your knee in further. Now I understand like it's gonna give you less room on the bottom for your shelf, but honestly, I don't even know if you need that bottom shelf. Like that bottom shelf could go in not as deep as this top one. I would have preferred if it was back here because coming in, it's a little annoying. Now this is designed at a height that basically allows most people to stand fully up and then walk out. So you have to shrug maybe a little bit depending on how tall you are, but you shrug just a little bit, you get over the dumbbell and then drop it in. One of the biggest annoyances with mini dumbbell carts is the fact that you basically have to like lift up and get it in. Well, if you're doing a 120-pound dumbbell press, you just maxed out. You wanna get it back in the cart. It's like you just wanna do it as quickly, easily, and as safely as possible, or coming out. Like the lifting portion is not me doing this. Nobody counts those reps. Those are additional reps. The reps they count is once they get down and get in their position and lift. So making this as quick and seamless as possible is very important. So being able to come here, lift up is nice. The height, I think, is perfect. For most people, it's gonna be just fine. I'm 5'9½", 7 foot on a good day. Now, they added some other features. They took a design implement they took from both the Adonis and the Arcadia, their functional trainer and single stack, which is a pegboard system. So this is a pegboard system. For 6 hooks, it's 20 bucks. Seems kind of like, man, that seems a little off. If you want to go to Home Depot and get your own hooks, they're just not going to be metallic black. So that's something you can decide. Now I will say, you're going to want some sort of hook on this side because you've got this space to add stuff. It's very nice. So you can add handles, which we have on this side, throw those on, they're ready to go. Or you can add, say, Mad spotters, probably what I add to the side of mine, maybe some Versa grips, things like that that I end up using with dumbbells, and just makes for easy space. This is pretty smart because it's already gonna be there. You might as well add some storage to it. Now I will say, there are some things about it that I'm like, I wish they would have added this. A few examples. One thing that I said is they should have put holes on this. One reason they don't do that is because they're worried about stability and what people are gonna put on here. Personally, like a landmine attachment right there would be absolutely amazing. You've got 240 pounds up here. You could put something down here to weight it down even more. That'd be really nice. A barbell holder, something like that. I really like the idea of just giving people the option. So a 3x3, which is, this is 11 gauge steel, throw some holes on there. It'd be really nice to add some attachments, maybe something in the future. They probably didn't do it for safety reasons. Then the other thing I'd say is also the cut. It's a square. This is minor, but if you notice, you're not using like this. If you're using this in your gym, you're not gonna save that much space by making it angled. Home gym owners are always looking to save more space. Also, it may have been nice if they had the option for like a slider shelf at the bottom. That's something that I actually have on my power block cart because right now you gotta like get in here, but a slider shelf allows you to have a handle and pull it out so you can set things on there and then put it back in. Now I will say, there's something on this that I think we don't know what it's for yet, but I think it gives us a clue into some other things they're gonna come out with, and that is these holes right here. So they have these holes, there's 4 holes on each side. They don't give you any reason that they're there online or in the manual. There's no examples of what's there. My guess is they're working on a kettlebell handle, maybe, or something like that. That's gonna sit right there, or some other attachment that has to do with dumbbells so that you can basically lock it in. Rogue did that with the Rhino with the 2 holes on front. Everybody got excited. It's like, oh, they're gonna come out with some for the Rhino. They never came out with it. So Rep, please don't just leave us hanging with some empty holes. So in general, do I like the cart? Yeah, I think it's a pretty good implementation. $330, $350, depending if you get the hooks or not. Do I think it's the best option? Depends on what you're looking for. They're gonna come out with a V adjustable cart, which actually Dean from Black Widow Training Gear came out with his own, which looks absolutely sick. Took a lot of the ideas that I talked about in my video with the holes. I'm not sure if you got the idea from it, but regardless, it's a very good looking stand. Darko also did a DIY stand, and it looks very similar to the Black Widow Training Gear stand. So honestly, that one right now is very nice. It's one I'd recommend, and I'd love to have one in the studio. But for now, if you want a bigger cart to take up more space and you want to use a shelf, this one is really well done. I can't wait to see what other options are coming out because more people are thinking about this. I'll also say, if you've got other adjustable dumbbells as a thought, like, will it fit on this? Nuobells will fit on this. Other adjustable dumbbells, True Laps, you name it, that need a flat, basically a plate, are probably gonna fit on this. What do you think of the cart? Are there any other adjustable dumbbell carts that you'd like to see us review? Maybe that Black Widow Training Gear, I'd like to do that one. This has been Coop from Garage Gym Reviews. I'll see you next time. Peace.